There are three primary areas where crypto will change the world first and the quickest. One area is DeFi. The other two areas are video gaming and digital collectibles. Now today we are diving back into crypto gaming. Sometimes because it has to do with video games, many savvy investors don't seem to pay attention. Now this is a mistake because there is so much revenue in video games, and crypto gaming, or GameFi as it's called, is such a growing industry, and blockchain will change video games so drastically that the returns can be huge. To give you an example, I made a small $4,000 investment in one of the first crypto games in January of 2019. I sold most of my items from that investment for around $400,000. And if I still had all those items today, their combined real world value is about $5 million. Now, do those numbers get your attention as to why crypto gaming can be very serious? Because they probably should. If so, stick around because we're going to talk about an upcoming crypto game that I think has a much better than average chance for really good success. Welcome to the Crypto Rainn channel. If you like money and crypto and you're looking for a real investor's take on the crypto market, join the Rainmaker family by liking this video and subscribing with the all notifications bell enabled. We also have a Telegram group that for now is still free to join. It is below. At some point we will shut that off, and there will be a different way that you have to get in by going through a course. Now, Rainmakers are like the special forces of crypto. Highly trained, not your average crypto trader or investor. Keep in mind, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a crypto investor that went from thousands to millions in the past 4 years. I do own or plan to own most of what I talk about on this channel because I don't talk about crypto projects I don't believe in. Now, hopefully you followed my channel for a while and you have crushed it with VV Collectibles. In the VV Collectibles, I've harvested my first profits because right now they are going parabolic. And so right now isn't the time that I'm giving them a ton of research or even video time, because it's take profits time or harvest at least some of the gains. Do I think it can go higher? Yes, but at some point it has a pullback. And so when there's parabolic moves like this isn't usually buy-in time. This is take profits time. Now, the system of covering things when they're cheap before they go parabolic, well, this is what my system is all about. This is what me as a buyer over the last 4 years I've done. I buy low and then I sell high. And this system works really well for those who are patient. Now, today's gem I'm going to cover is a multiplayer online battle arena game, or MOBA, called FOTA, Fight of the Ages. Now, two of the biggest games ever developed are MOBAs, multiplayer online battle arenas, and that would be League of Legends and Dota 2. And the MOBA setup, I believe, is ideal for a crypto game to catch a lot of traction, become huge fast. Specifically, a metaverse MOBA RPG game allowing the real-time gameplay for millions of game players to join the metaverse. Now, MOBAs lend themselves very well to esports, which is why two of the biggest games in the history are MOBAs and have huge tournaments where winners can win millions. Literally, in Dota 2, the international tournaments, the winning team gets a prize pool of, I don't even know what it's been the last couple of years. Last time I saw it, the winning team got a prize pool of like $8 million for that one tournament event. There's massive amounts of money in these things, and that was before meshing crypto and NFTs and collectibles that really can be owned by you. Now, FOTA, Fight of the Ages, is also, in addition to setting up a MOBA and the battle arena and some really good ideas, they're setting up ways to also be able to rent out assets that you own, which I love. I have a background in real estate, and I love assets that I can rent out, especially assets that I can rent out that people can't damage. They can't throw up all over the carpets on and do kind of damage like that, right? You just lend it out through a smart contract, and then you'll be able to get it back. Now, I like that because it reduces the barriers to entry to new players. It allows people to make investments in assets that not only might make some appreciation, but might also make some rental income. Now, when I'm evaluating an up-and-coming game to see if I'm interested, I look at first the narrative. Okay, a play-to-earn MOBA game. I like it. Next, I look at the team. In this case, the team has members with backgrounds at Microsoft and at Riot Games. Now, Riot Games built League of Legends. This is the kind of background that I like to see. Another very important consideration is timing. Like, when is the game going to have something playable? Because there are a lot of crypto games that are looking to take attention in the stage and fighting for that attention. So what kind of time frame are we looking at? It is a lot easier to get a lot of growth if they can beat out a lot of the other games to the punch with their AAA title. FOTA right now, they're looking for alpha testing of their version. It's planned to release in February of 2022. Now, that's what I like. And the next question then would follow, what is there to invest in with FOTA? Now, there will be tokens. They will have a token currency that you can invest in that will be releasing soon. You will also be able to either earn or purchase NFTs. And in fact, if you follow their Twitter, let me share my screen. If you follow their Twitter, there are often some giveaways. So now 200,000 other people have noticed the giveaways and are following their Twitter. So it is competitive for that, but not a bad idea. I mean, this is one of their NFTs that they gave away, Kyla Dragon, which looks like a blue Charizard, right? Smart. I mean, man, imagine Pokemon, right? And having characters that are like Pokemon, not a bad idea. As long as they're different enough, you don't get in trouble for IP problems. But FOTA, I really like what they've done. I've been following them now for a solid month, looking at things and watching their development and their growth. And I'm really looking forward to the launch of this one. They'll probably have their token launch, I would imagine, coming up in the next month or so. And then also see what there is available with their NFTs. Now, with that said, let's take a look more at the website itself, because you can go to their Twitter yourself, and let me make sure you got the right Twitter. It's at Fight of the Ages. Or you can go to their website at FOTA.io. Let me share with you a little bit about their website. Really cool. I like the animated graphics moving here. Just really cool landing page that you come to. This gives you an idea of what some of their NFTs are going to look like. So let me share this with you. Oh yeah. That's totally a blue Charizard right there. Not really Charizard, but he looks a lot like it. So, do you see those are the kind of graphics that we're looking for and expecting in a AAA level game? Their characters look amazing. I've played a lot of Dota 2 myself. MOBA setups are really cool for playing. If you don't have a lot of time and you want to, say, play 30 or 45 minutes, you can play a quick game. As well as some people spend a lot of time there and they build their career around it, because that type of setup, it makes it really good for esports, and there's huge amount of growth there. So I really like that FOTA's targeting building that area. I like that a lot of their team or some of their team has a background with building League of Legends. That's the right kind of background that we're looking at. They're also doing something cool with Microsoft Mesh. Now, if you look at this is what they're playing around with doing, is how to integrate, like going from a computer to another device, so that really there's an integration and you have really a metaverse, and what kind of things are now possible because of the blockchain that weren't necessarily possible before. And my guess is they're going to be pushing the limits of what's possible, and so we'll see a lot of innovation coming forward from the major AAA titles, of which FOTA, I think, is going to fall squarely within. So I'm excited to see where this whole thing is going. You can check out more on their website yourself if you would like. Can you see why I'm excited about FOTA itself? Now, some of these things, we don't know where the price is at. In order to do well in investing, you got to buy low and then sell high, right? And so I can't tell you where the price is going to be gettable for you. I can tell you stay close attention to their Twitter, because you want to look at what Launchpad is looking at, and then maybe you can get enough tokens on that Launchpad to secure an allocation on the IDO, because that IDO price is probably going to be really, really, really attractive. And so usually they will tweet out what Launchpads they're going to get on. Now, this is probably going to be big enough that when they tweet out which Launchpads they're on, those tokens on those Launchpads are probably going to pump pretty fast. So not a bad idea to follow them, put on that notifications bell, so that when those Launchpads are announced, you probably want to get those Launchpads tokens first in order and get enough so that you can secure an allocation to FOTA, because I think this one is going to be huge. Now, we'll have to see with the NFTs. If you can't get it at the initial IDO, sometimes these big ones, they release and then you can buy some tokens right away for pretty cheap, and then they pump for a few days, and then at some point there's usually a retracement. So if you can't get in the early days, you don't want to buy late, because what often happens if it does pump, say the first week or two, well then usually then there's a big correction over the coming couple months at least, while some more IDO tokens are vesting, some more pre-sale tokens are vesting, and the focuses on other things now, because it's already, now that the token's out there, it's tradable anytime, it kind of loses its shine for a little bit. Now on this channel, we love it when hot projects lose their shine, because that's when we try to scoop them up and buy huge amounts. In fact, the VV collectibles that our audience is crushing it on right now, well, those were just so easy to pick up on the resale market because they had lost their shine. I mean, some of the collectibles we were picking up, you could have bought Todd McFarlane Batmans for $100 or $200 on the resale market way back in March or April. And now they're going for $8,000 last I checked, and they've been going up steep. So almost, what's that, an 80x return depending on what you paid for it. If you bought them when I first covered it and they still had them available from the store, they were only $80. And so they've done a full 100x, but they weren't shiny, right? Because they were sitting there and they were available and anyone could buy them. They were just sitting there. But that's what we do. We analyze things with strong fundamentals. We buy it, and then we have the patience to wait for it to really get hot, and that's where the money is made. Now that investment I made earlier that I talked about, I made that in Axie Infinity, and Axie Infinity didn't pump for 2.5 years. I mean, kind of pumped. It had a few stair steps up, but for 1.5 years, 2 years, it did almost nothing. So the question is, do you have patience to make incredible gains on something? If so, you're looking for projects with strong fundamentals. Personal feelings is, I think FOTA has the right stuff to hit it, but I don't know for sure. I'm making investments myself in FOTA, and I'm going to have the patience to let it play out. And whether it's quick or whether it's slow for it to pay out, that's okay. That's what's done so well for me in crypto. Now, I know crypto can be exciting, and a lot of people come in and they're expecting they're going to make millions of dollars within weeks and months. Doesn't usually play out that way. And even though you hear a few stories, they usually share just part of the story that makes it sound the best. The people that I know that have made life-changing money in crypto have been longer-term investors. They buy for periods of time. They identify things, they buy them when they've lost their shine and they're cheap, or if you can, get it at the IDO and make some money when it pumps tremendously, sell some of it off, capture some of those gains, wait for FOTA to lose its shine, and then evaluate if you want to pick up a lot more. That's a pro tip. Anyway, I do thank all of you for joining us. If you're ready to level up your crypto game, well, consider subscribing to the channel. This community is like the Navy SEALs of crypto. We don't get shaken out easily. We're tenacious. We're highly informed. And if that feels like what you're looking for, join us. So whether you're here for life-changing money, wife-changing money, I know there's a few of you here for that, or that Lambo, strap in because these next few months are going to be hot. But I do ask that you commit for the next 5 years, because I think we've got a massive crypto pump ahead of us, and then I think we have a crypto winter. And that crypto winter, this is the best place to be. If you take profits during this massive crypto pump and you have some really good gains, it's going to position you very well to buy cheap. So don't go anywhere during the crypto winter. You'd be crazy to. My friends that are all rich from crypto are the ones that stuck around during the crypto winter and were buying. They're the ones that are now completely, they already have life-changing wealth, and they still have some of this crypto pump left. So why would you go anywhere? Be here for that, and then the following pump up. And by then, man, if you don't have massive life-changing wealth, then you're doing something wrong. Now, the principles I share on this channel do help you resist getting shaken out of the best life-changing wealth situation that we will probably ever see in our lifetime, and resist the FOMO, the urges to panic sell right at the bottom. So stay tuned with that bell note button on and strap in, because it is going to be bumpy. And it's going to feel like a rocket ship at times, but I can't wait. Now, this rap I had written for all of you to reinforce the principles that I share on this channel. Resist that FOMO. Don't chase green candles. This is for all of you rainmakers. Thanks so much, and we will see you next time.
Came into the space chasing all of the gains, chasing the pumps and all of the hype trains. But like in life, you buy before you're good. Was taught to buy when it was boring, like a rainmaker should. I buy when it's down, don't chase the boats that I miss. Cause I always make the time in mind. I stick the one out cause I'm patient like that, and I'll wait for the right time. I sell when it's high, I buy when it's low. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm just a rainmaker running the show. Calculated investments, I don't lead with my heart. The principles are simple, they're leaving a mark. Why when it's boring, just gotta be smart. I sell when it's hype, like all the channels they pump it. That's when I was selling, go parabolic and dump it. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. The game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love, and I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. The time is never better, the time like the present. This next 5 years is a gift and it's feeling like heaven. I'm committed to learn, to study and to know that nothing comes easy, but when knowledge to gain show. Sticking at best wrong, cause soon will come a bear market. Learning and growing, and when it's slow will be the target. Naysayers come out, Bitcoin is dead. The massive decreases can get to your head. I'm sticking around, the time is better. I'm strong like that, I'll let the others be fretters. In 2 years time the bull will bring back the gains. That makes it worth the effort, cause here comes the rain. So let's go rainmakers, let's make it all happen. Let go with the hate, let the haters be crapping. I'm here for 5 years, let's do this together. The time is right, the time could be better. They call me rich, they call me smart. I'm a rainmaker, making my own start. I'm with the future, learning the past. Makes the time fly by, years going so fast. This game plan is mine, I'll own it now. When I reach the top, haters asking me how. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love, and I follow what I learn, not relying on luck. Haters be hating, the time to slow down. Addressing what they say when I'm wearing my crown. They're chasing green candles like someone who was new. I got a vision that was bigger, helping me to push through. I'm still human and sometimes it is rough, and that's what makes me special, simply I stay tough. Cause I'm a rainmaker, investments I love, and I follow what I learn, not relying on luck.